Hi everyone, it's Allie American, and we are back with the Emblem Knight's final draft. I don't remember where I left off. I just put it behind. Oh yes, I just put it in. Anyway, this is the last and second final draft that we're reading on my channel. Won't be reading any more final drafts after this point. That is mine. If you like this though, please leave a like. If you want to learn more about it, in the description below will be where you can read it on the Wattpad, and you can buy it on Amazon. That's the word I'm looking for. So I have Wattpad, I have Amazon. It's a book that is published, so you can buy it. If for whatever reason you like games instead of this stuff and you're still here, I do have a gaming channel which will also be in the description below. You can just click on the link and go straight over. But yeah, anyway, let's get started and get this done. Chapter 19, Why the Town is Empty. Oh, I forgot how good this is. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited to reread this. Okay. Yuri woke up the next morning on her blankets, looking into the sleeping face of Alex. She looked at him in disgust and got up without a word. "Where are you going, Princess?" Murphy was sitting outside the hut where John and Joey were sleeping. "I just want to check on my brother," she said to him. "You want to talk about it?" he asked her. "Talk about what?" she asked. She didn't need him knowing her business too. "Talk about why you're looking at me with such distaste," Murphy said to her. "Have you, Yuri had no idea how to ask the question. It embarrassed her to just think about it. "About what?" Murphy asked, interested in what she was going to say, feeling as though it would be something amusing. "You know," Yuri said, feeling super awkward and hoping he caught her drift. "What do I know?" Murphy asked. Now he was just playing with her. Slept with someone," Yuri said in frustration. Murphy looked shocked at the question, but then started to laugh at what she said. "Wow!" He laughed some more. What a way to ask that question. He was holding his sides. He was laughing so hard. "Oh, just forget about it." Yuri moved to walk away in embarrassment. "Oh, calm down. I was just a little shocked is all," Murphy said, wiping a tear out of his eye. "Is that what's bothering you?" "It's just..." Yuri felt so awkward. She couldn't believe she was talking about this to Murphy, of all people. "I've heard that that's what men do." Murphy looked at her thoughtfully for a moment. "It's true," he said. Yuri looked at him in shock. "Well, we were all young boys forced into a situation that was terrifying and something we probably would never experience in a different situation. So, of course, we indulged in female companionship to escape the reality that we were to face." He answered her question. "What about being in love and getting married?" Yuri asked, feeling as though she didn't even know the men. "We were just kids. We were going to die at any second. It was more of a live for the moment sort of thing. Days like we have been having rarely existed back then. We were constantly under attack," Murphy said seriously. "Anyway, I don't much care to think about those days. What brought this on all of a sudden?" I've been thinking and wanted to know if things were true," Yuri said to him, trying to avoid why she was really concerned. "Look, just give Alex the benefit of the doubt, okay? Give the poor kid a break. I know you don't like hearing about his exploits. You should think about the fact that at least he's being honest with you," Murphy assured her. "I guess so," she said with a sigh. "Thanks, I guess." "Next time, go ask Grace about stuff," Murphy said with a smirk. "He's more delicate and not as easily surprised by questions." "Sure," Yuri said, walking away from him. She walked back to where everyone was sleeping, completely forgetting she was going to check on John and Joey. "Hey, Michelle, come here." Ray was getting the young woman's attention, bringing her over to a peaceful spot near their camp. He was showing her just to sit and relax and listen to the birds as they flew about in the early morning. Daisuke and Roy were starting breakfast for everyone. The three children were running around making up for all the days they had no energy. She couldn't find Alex anywhere. "Hey there, what are you up to all by yourself?" Alex spoke in her ear, making her jump. "Why do you do that?" she screeched, punching him in the arm. "Because you make it so easy," Alex answered her with a chuckle. "Well, stop it," she said, grabbing her chest and catching her breath. "Why are you standing over here, though?" Alex asked after a couple seconds. "I was just thinking how weird it was that there were 4 survivors all by themselves here," she said, still looking at him with irritation. "It's a little weird, but maybe that's just how it happened," Alex said with a shrug. Yeah, just go for Oh, yeah, just go for the easy explanation, Yuri said with a roll of her eyes. Well, why not just figure out then if you're so curious? Alex said with a smirk. He looked into her eyes for a moment, and she stood there staring back, entranced by his electric gaze. She shook her head. Maybe I will. She quickly marched off, trying to catch her breath as she went. Ray, is that alright if I go get more firewood with Michelle? She asked as she approached their little place of quiet comfort. Ray looked over at the pile of wood and agreed that it needed to be restocked soon, so that they could stay for as long as John and Joey needed to recover. Just don't go too far. Okay? He said to Yuri, who nodded without argument. He then turned to Michelle. Stay close to her. She'll protect you if you need it. Okay. Michelle gulped as she followed Yuri into the woods. Yuri, this is really scary. Why do you need me to help you? You got me. I actually just have a couple questions for you, Yuri said, sitting down on a nearby log, patting the surface next to her. Please. Okay. Michelle eyed her suspiciously, but sat down next to her without any complaints. So, why were you and your siblings still here? Yuri asked her, just getting straight to the point. Michelle was hesitant to answer, but she couldn't see the point in just keeping things to herself. There was a monster that was attacking our little village. She started. There was mass panic as many people ran for their lives. My parents and my husband believed that they could defeat the monster. That was over 2 months ago. Why did you wait so long? Yuri asked her. I loved my husband and my parents with all my heart, Michelle said, looking at the ground. I just didn't want to believe that they were gone. Then why were you making those eyes at Alex? Yuri asked the woman. She felt a twinge of regret from asking. She didn't take the question back. It has been a long time since I saw an attractive young man. I couldn't help but make eyes at him. Michelle said without hesitation. How do you not make eyes at them at any given chance? They're all quite attractive. Yuri shrugged from the question. They're all just my friends, who I care for, as if they were family. I never thought of them as in any other light, she answered. Michelle, the youngest girl, was running towards her, with her two other siblings close behind. She hid behind the older girl and giggled hysterically. They're gonna get me! Maybe you three should play closer to camp, Yuri said to the children. I'm gonna get you, Trisha, the little boy giggled as his little arms tried to reach for on Michelle. Michelle shrugged, smiling at her three siblings as they played around. We're here. It should be fine, she said without worry. Yeah, but aren't you worried about the creature? Yuri asked her. I would feel better if they were protected by the others. I know it's worrisome, but we're not that far away, Michelle said. Ouch! Adam, that was my foot! The second oldest sibling said, as the little boy accidentally stepped on her. Sorry, Maddie, Adam said, apologizing to his sister with a cute expression on his face. I just would feel better if they were closer to camp. Yuri tried to say to get the kids out of the woods. Her and Michelle had been cleared to leave to go get firewood. But the little kids hadn't, and it made her nervous. Besides, I was planning on heading back soon anyway. Okay, if you insist, Michelle said. She had obviously gotten too comfortable in the woods, which made Yuri even more nervous about the whole idea of them being out there. Come on, guys, let's get going. We'll grab some wood on the way back to camp. Yay, the little kid shouted. They sounded too far away for Yuri's comfort. She gasped when she saw where they were standing. She could see an orange tentacle trail itself around a tree that was right next to where the children were playing. They had run into the woods without any caution, and now they were in danger. The rest of its body followed with such speed that alarmed Yuri further. Look out! She screamed at the children, launching herself towards the three kids, but she was far too late and much too far away. Trisha was the first of the three to be grabbed and was tossed into the creature's powerful jaws. I could hear her screaming as its teeth crushed her into nothing but crushed bones and blood. Yuri was running as fast as she could, while Michelle ran back towards camp, away from the monster in a terrified state. The creature then grabbed the little boy, and he too was thrown into the creature's mouth, dying just as brutally as his sister. Little Maddie stood there, petrified with fear and sadness, unsure of what to do or where to go. Yuri grabbed for her just as the creature made behind her. Just as the creature. Little Maddie stood petrified and feared. Yuri grabbed for her just as the creature made a move for her. Sorry, hold on. Yuri twirled her behind her, putting herself between Maddie and the creature. She could see the blood out of the other two children gushing from its powerful jaws and made her sick to her stomach. Go back to camp and get some help. I'll hold it off. Yuri ordered the girl. Maddie nodded, still in shock, as she ran back to the camp, tears streaming down her face. What I wouldn't give for a sword right now, she murmured, getting the dagger out of her side belt. The creature struck out at her, trying to catch her, but she stabbed it with her dagger, making it scream in pain, but it was quick to attack her from behind, getting her around her bare waist and pulling her off of her feet. She held onto her dagger, trying to not drop it, but she closed her eyes from the sudden motion. She forced her eyes open, knowing she had to make sure that she wouldn't just be thrown into the creature's gaping mouth. Yuri stabbed at the tentacle that was holding her tightly. The little suction cups that was sticking to her skin burned. The creature screamed in pain and tightened its grip, making Yuri cry out and drop her weapon in surprise. She went to grab at the creature's tentacle that was on her waist and noticed a little black ring on her finger. It looked to emit a couple yellow sparks across her finger. "Alex, you better get your butt here quickly," she said to her finger as she struggled against the tentacles. She kicked and punched as the tentacle around her waist was burning and tightening. "I am not dying inside some silly, smelly creature's belly." Chapter 20, Feel for Life. So yeah, it's kind of similar, but if you've seen the rough draft, you know the children actually never get hurt. I killed the children instead of... Actually, we don't know yet. Children have died. People are dead. I killed characters. I know I'm evil. If you like this, please leave a like. If you want to know what happens next before it's posted, in the description below, like I said at the beginning of the video, is where you can buy the book, or you can go on my Wattpad. I think my Wattpad's behind though, so buying the book's the best choice, unless you just want to wait until the next time it comes out. It'll be 2 weeks. But yeah, so if you like it, please leave a like. If you want more of this content, please subscribe. I said contract. Please be please contract with me. Anyway, if you want more of this content, please subscribe. If you know someone who would be interested in this, please share it with them. I get posted every Monday. But yeah, anyway, hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye.